Hello everyone and welcome to my new video on stock market. In this series of video, I will discuss about what are some of the silliest or dangerous mistake that investors do make in the stock market, like while buying a stock or while selling a stock. So this will also help you in deciding like when to sell the stock or when to buy the stock. So this is the one of the silliest mistake that investors make, that this is what they think. So if it's gone down this much already, it cannot go much lower. So if a stock has gone down this much already, it cannot go much lower. So let's take the example and understand this. So let's say the stock is already down 30% from the high, like all-time high. So the investor think that okay, it's already down 30% from the high, it cannot go much lower than this. Okay, now what happens? It drops to 50% from all-time high. Now they think that okay, this is the good opportunity for the lifetime, like to buy this stock. It's already 50% down from the high, right? How much more down it can go? So we can basically double our money in less time. Now it goes 70% from the all-time high. From 50, 70% down. Now again the investors, they again think that it cannot go much lower than this. How much down it can go? It's already 70% down, right? Now it cannot go much lower. So they try to maybe average down again at this level, or maybe buy some. Maybe if they are not the investor in this stock, they will buy some fresh shares. Now, okay, this happens if the stock is now around 90% from all-time high. Now, let's say it has become basically a penny stock and it trades at, let's say, 5 or 10 rupees. Now the investors like, what can I lose now? Right? This stock is just at 5 rupees. What can I lose now from this? But they do not understand that if this 5 rupees stock again goes to, let's say, 2.5 rupees, if they invest the money at 5 rupees and the stock goes to 2.5 rupees, still they are losing 50% of their money, right? So think that way, not that, okay, since a penny stock, how much I can lose? Nothing I will lose. I do not think that way. A stock of price, if let's say 1,000, it goes to 500. In that case also, you are suffering 50% loss. If a stock of rupees 5 goes to 2.5, still you are suffering 50% loss, right? Understand this. And if both goes to zero, you're basically losing same money in both, right? So does not make sense to think like this. And after, when you are buying at 90%, maybe, or so when you are basically buying when it's down 70%, 90%, you'll also find it very tough to sell the share, because maybe the stock price is crashing every day, like it's hitting a lower circuit every day. In that case, very, very tough to even sell the share even if you want to. So let's give an example from Peter Lynch case. Like Peter Lynch was one of the famous investor. I read this in his one of the books, Once Upon Wall Street. So he gave this example, like there was a stock named Kaiser Industries. This stock dropped from $25 to $13, right? Almost 50%. So Lynch thought that it was a very good buy. So not only because of it dropped, but fundamentally also the stock was good. I'm just taking the example here to show you how the mentality keep on changing. So he recommended his fund to basically buy 5 million shares of this stock. But now after buying this share, like at $13, this share went to $11. Now Lynch was like, it cannot go below $10, right? Already it has gone to $11. From 25 it has gone to 11. It cannot go below 10. Now it goes to $8. Now Peter Lynch also asked his mother that, okay, you should also buy this stock. It's like, it's very, it's very cheap at this price, so anybody should buy it. So he was of this belief, like it's very cheap at this price, everybody should buy it. So he also recommended his mother, but okay, her mother didn't buy, and okay, after this it went to $6 and $4, right? So Peter Lynch also believed that it cannot go below $11, right? $10, right? And it went to $4. So nobody knows, right, what is the bottom of the stock price. Nobody knows. Everybody tries to guess it, but nobody knows it. But this share did rebound to $30 later, but not without teaching a lesson. Do not keep on guessing that, okay, this will not hit that limit, or that limit. Do not think that. Okay, this is one of the famous example in Indian stock market. So I am giving this example because I saw this happening, and many of you would have seen this happening, right? So Yes Bank was at it was at 400. I am going to dollar again. So this was 400 rupees, right? Almost. Then there was some bad news that there is some issue with the management. They're hiding the NPAs and everything, and they're defaulting everything. I mean, some various bad news was coming, and the stock price started crashing, right? So it crashed to around 200. Now again, some good news came. It went higher to, like, say, 250 to 60. Again, some bad news came, right? So it was all about some news coming every day, and this stock was going up, down, everything, right? And everybody was like, okay, this has come down like 50% down, right? From 400 to 200, let's buy it, right? Now they do not know when to sell this stock, so they keep this stock. They think that this will again go to 400, but okay, again it reaches 250, but they do not sell because they think that okay, 400 is the level for this. It keeps on going down up to 250, right? There is no chance where you will sell, right? It keeps on going down, and most of the investors think that okay, this is temporary. I mean, they think that okay, 70% down, they try to average it. It's 80% down, they try to average it. It's 90% down, they try to average it, and finally it became a penny stock. I mean, 20 rupees, right? So that's how it goes. I mean, do not try to, okay, I will advise that later, I will give that advice later. That's why it happens, right? Okay, this is my advice, like what should you do, right, in this case? So check why the stock price has fallen. If there is any corporate governance issue, like if there is some fraud happening in the company, if the management is hiding something from the investors, in this type of issues, avoid completely the stock, because Yes Bank was one example of that. Here the management itself was cheating the investors, if you see. So avoid this type of stocks completely. Do not try to enter this type of stocks. Okay, stock price may also fall due to other reasons, like let's say bad quarterly result, right? Then understand what went bad in this quarter, right? Why actually the profits declined and everything. What are the challenges ahead, right? For this, you should listen to the management, what they are saying, what they are saying about the future outlook, right? So listen about this. Also wait for some, if you want to buy into these stocks, okay, wait for some more quarterly results, right? And try to understand what management is saying. If the results are still declining, or there is some, let's say the profits have increased the next quarter. So let's also look at that. Also, there are other cases also with stock price can fall, like temporary issues like LTCG tax increase, long-term capital gains. There was a tax imposed on that, right? Or COVID-19 crash. So these are very temporary issues, right? In this, even the earnings also for some companies will not be affected by maybe COVID or LTCG tax. I mean, LTCG tax does not, affect any of the company earning. Still, a stock crash happened, right? You had a good time to buy the stock. Always remember the reasons why you first bought the stock. This is important. Remember this, right? So you have written 10 points why I bought the stock. Now check again whether they are matching all the 10 points or not. If they are matching still, buy the stock again, right? Wait, buy the stock again. But if there's some of the, if there is issue happening with some of the points, okay, do watch it for maybe 1-2 quarters and then take the decision, right? It's better to, avoid the risk. So if those results still tick, buy more. If it does not, then okay, wait for 1-2 quarters. But if there is corporate governance issue, avoid it completely. Do not enter it. Like DHFL and Yes Bank, you know what happened to this. So do not do this. Of course, do not catch a falling stock. It's same to do not catch a falling knife. Let the knife fall down. Let it jump and make vibrations and settle it down on the floor. Then pick up the knife. If you grab a knife, falling knife, it can give you a lot of surprises, because you do not know which way you are going to catch that, right? If you catch it wrong, you understand what happens to your hand. So similarly, let the stock settle for some days or some time, right? Let the stock settle, then you can buy it again. Do not, when it is free falling, do not buy it in that case. And also, do not buy it blindly. Okay, it has fallen, like let's say by 20-30%. Now it is settling down some price. Now check the fundamentals, whether they are still right or not. Like the points you have used for buying the stock, whether they are ticking still or not. If they're ticking, buy it. This is the stock price chart for ITC and Reliance. So first one is for ITC. So if you see, the stock price started falling from around 300 levels to around 150 levels. But there was no fundamental change in this stock, right? It was still ticking on all my points. Let's say if I have 10 points for this stock, it was still the same. Only that there was some tax increase in the budget plus coronavirus happened, right? And coronavirus crashed happened. So because of that, it fell 50%. But there is no other reason. Right? It's still quite great stock to buy. Similarly, Reliance, if you see during the COVID crash, Reliance was even not affected by COVID crash. Still, of course, lockdown happened, so it will impact Reliance Retail and some of the petroleum. But Jio was not being affected. Plus, this is a temporary crash, right? Again, Reliance will sell, Reliance retail stores will be there, petrochemicals will be sold. So this all will again take place. But if you see this fall from 1600 to almost 1000 levels, right? At something like 900 something happened. So this was again good time to buy this stock. So this type of stock you can buy, but if there is some corporate issue, corporate governance issue, or some bad quarterly results, right? Then look out for some time. So of course, corporate governance issue, do not buy it. Quarterly results are bad or sales are decreasing. Watch out for 1-2 quarters before taking the decision. So this is one of the silliest mistake most investors do. So do not try to do this, follow this mistake. Thank you for watching this video and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.